Welcome back to Project You 7.0. Ladies, this is advice that you haven't heard before, and that is to dress like a high-end escort. Now, I never thought I would be the type of woman to say this. I'm not encouraging you to behave like one or do anything immoral or untoward, because in God alone we trust and we follow his rules. But I have a reason for saying this. As a woman, Project You 7.0 is the woman whereby you look absolutely fabulous every single day. And critical thinking, in my observation, in women who are high-end escorts, they have this aura about them. And I'm going to give you about 5 style tips to enable you to put a look together that is just absolutely magnetic. Firstly, I think it's so important you dress modestly. And the reason I pick high-end escorts, everything isn't showing. In a world whereby you are encouraged as a woman to put all your items on show, top and bottom, I highly encourage you, if you want to be alluring and magnetic, embrace modesty. But I'm going to call it sexy modesty. And this is why I say dress like a high-end escort, because the goal for this modesty is not for you to look like the preacher's wife that wants you to look absolutely awful. The goal here is for you to have what I will call a sexy, sophisticated modesty. That, what's this woman about? She's magnetic, she's alluring. This is where your clothes aren't over-revealing. I promise you, if you wear less revealing clothes, the type of man that you attract will vastly change. I'm going to use a term loosely when I say high-value man. You will attract more high-value men. You will attract men from the upper echelons of society. You will just attract a different quality of man when you are dressed more modestly. And outside of men, because being male-centered is just ill, outside of men, I would also say you will also just be treated completely differently. You want the best seats in the house, the best seats in the restaurant. You want people to just open up opportunities to you. Modesty is the way, but a sexy modesty. The second tip is your clothes need to be fitted and tailored to your body. It is so important as a woman for you to know the styles and shapes that suit your body, your figure, and dress accordingly. This isn't about wearing too tighter clothes. I'm going to say this. If you are not an extra small, do not be buying extra small clothes, because all that is going to happen is the extra weight is just going to be shown, and the bulges, and especially if you are not yet in full shape. So dress accordingly to your actual size, and those clothes need to be skimming your body like a gentle river. They should not be clinging to your body. And if you want to be an extra small, lose the weight so you're an extra small. Don't buy size clothes for yourself that aren't fitted to your body. I always think women who are of the high-end escort types, the clothes aren't super tight. The clothes aren't glued and every roll and every bit of body fat is showing. So definitely embrace that. Tailoring and wearing your actual size. The third thing is you need to embrace simplicity of style. And what I mean by simplicity of style, I'm not saying going frumpy, not at all. I am not saying go frumpy. I am saying really think about whether you need to be wearing all those prints, whether it needs to be a glitter ball. Really take time. Your most important project is you. So take time to go on Pinterest, take time to go on Instagram, on TikTok, and study women who have simple, elegant style, but are still oozing an element of classy, sophisticated, and not boring. This isn't about me saying be monochromatic and look like a nun, but really enabling your style to be very simple, very just classic. It's so important. Sometimes you need to ditch the glitter, ditch the prints, have simple lines. You don't need a dress with a diagonal cut lining. No. Straight, simple lines. The fourth thing, darlings, the fourth thing is you need to show some skin. Now, I know you're going to think, but I thought you said be modest. Yes, be modest. But there needs to be something that's drawing a little bit of décolletage, a little bit of the dress just being not always floor length, just some ankles, or if the dress is flawless, it's got a cowl neck. Really think and be very intentional if, where am I going to show that little peak of skin? And it's just a peak of skin that you're aiming for. And this is really key, because that is the magnetism, that is the allure. Everything does not need to be on show. I would also say, though, it is definitely possible to be absolutely alluring and magnetic with everything not on show, everything covered. And actually, as I'm saying this, I'm thinking about a particular dress, but I realise the back of it, there's a bit of a back showing. And this just takes you into a different league. Now, this one is uncomfortable. Can we ditch the grandma shoes? When you think about a high-end escort, there are no grandma shoes. I have a rule of thumb. I will always dress like a girlfriend, not a wife on this earth, because my job is to make you be on 10 toes standing. And I firmly believe that shoes, women, as you go into the frumpy stage, look at your shoes. The heels are getting shorter. You don't wear heels, flat shoes. Embrace the heels. But I'm going to be very specific. You're not looking for the 7-inch heels here. You are not a street walker. You are not looking to be ghetto fabulous here. You're looking for a classic, well put together look. And the heel type determines that. You do need the heels. Do not be showing up to restaurants and evening events in flat sandals. It's not cute, it's not giving the vibe that you want, etc. So really embrace wearing heels and just being well put together. The heels, the shoes change the outfit. Invest in good shoes. If you don't already have good shoes, invest in a wide variety of good shoes, whether that be flat sandals for summer dresses, heels for evening dinners, brunches, etc. Make sure your footwear is not the thing that's killing your outfit. This is really key. I would also like to add, the final point is, when you think about a high-end escort, it's the whole look. There is absolutely 0 point in having the clothes and the nails are not done, the hair is not done, the makeup is not done. I encourage you, if you are not a woman who has perfected your makeup or your hair look, you need to go on what I will call a sprint. And this one is a beauty sprint. Over the next 30 days, have a concentrated effort of really doing your hair, really doing your makeup. Your nails must always be done. High-end escorts, like, you are not waiting for the event to happen and then, oh my gosh, my nails aren't done, my nails aren't done. As far as I'm concerned, you always have somewhere fabulous to go, somewhere fabulous to be. You are a fabulous woman. Project You 7.0, you are a fabulous woman. There is always something on your social calendar. And because there is always something on your social calendar, you are well put together. So it is a whole entire look. This isn't about having fabulous clothes, but you are not completely groomed. Stand 10 toes down and understand you are now operating from the space of being a groomed woman. Stand 10 toes down on making sure also, final icing on the cake, the body. The body is the outfit. This space is not a space where I can sugarcoat or mollycoddle people. The body is the outfit. And you need to be honest with yourself. This isn't me saying you need to be a size 0. Project You 7.0 is about your body. You need to make sure you have the best body for you. So look in the mirror. If you want to dress well, you don't necessarily need to buy another dress. You don't necessarily need another item in your wardrobe. You may just need to finally lose those last 10 pounds. I hope this really helps. And I'm very conscious that someone will be like, why would I want to be a high-end escort? Critical thinking is whereby you take the best of all situations, all people, so that you can elevate. No judgment. No judgment. It's not something I would do. I don't agree with it. But I think that high-end escorts, we as women have something to learn from them. And grooming is something that you can learn and take from them in order to make sure that when you walk into the room, heads are turned, necks are broken, and you are that girl.